I am Taylor. This is my channel. Welcome if you are new here. I got into sewing about a month ago. So I started sewing on December 25th, Christmas. We opened our new sewing machine, and then that night I learned to thread the machine. And then the next morning I started sewing. And so I've been sewing for a little over a month, and I thought it would be kind of fun to try on some of the pieces that I've sewn and just show you guys what I've sewn and kind of like the progression in terms of what I started with to where I'm at now. I've been sewing, I think I've sewed every single day or done something sewing related. So that was my goal initially, was for 30 days to sew every day or do something related to sewing, like picking out fabric or printing and putting together a pattern. And so I think I did that except for 2 days because I had to get my toenail removed and I had limited mobility for a few days. So I skipped 2 days, but other than that, I've done something sewing related every single day. And I feel like the progress that I've made has been really, really fun to watch. And so I'm going to show you some of the pieces that I've made, starting with the very first piece I made. Okay, so these are the first 2 pieces I made. This skirt, these are just practice pieces. This skirt, can't really see the bottom here, I'm getting cut off, but this was the skirt I made the day after Christmas. I woke up in the morning. I had been watching tons of sewing tutorials. I had been like dreaming about sewing, and I learned to thread the machine on Christmas Day, and the next day I woke up and said, I am just gonna make something. I didn't have really any of the tools that I needed or felt like I needed, but I just wanted to show myself that I could actually make something. And so I just made this out of a rectangle. This is like a rectangle skirt. It's literally a box. I really struggled with measuring because I didn't at that point have a cutting mat or anything. So I like laid it out on the floor and measured. And I actually didn't even finish it. Like there's an elastic waistband, but I didn't finish sewing it closed because I put it on and realized I'm literally never gonna wear this. But it showed me that I could create something and I can make something and it looks okay. This top is matching. Oh, I didn't tell you. This is a thrifted 100% cotton sheet. Both pieces are made from a cotton sheet. So I started practicing on cotton sheets because I didn't want to spend, like I really want to make linen, like really nice linen stuff, 100% cotton stuff, but I didn't want to spend the money initially on practice items that I knew I would probably mess up. So I went to the thrift store, I got a bunch of sheets, and this is a sheet. The top, this is actually the second thing I made. This is the all-well box top. Get a little closer. I really struggled with this. This is the first time I've had to do a neckline, and yeah, it's just not, I mean, it's just not great, right? Like there are just like places that are definitely snagged. I really struggled with the bias neckline, and this was the first time I was thinking, I don't know if I'm cut out for this because I cannot figure out these necklines. Okay, so these are my first 2 pieces. I didn't give up. This really had me feeling kind of defeated because I was told this was a really simple, easy top to make, and it didn't feel that way to me. So let me show you what I made next. This was my 3rd shirt I made. This was the next thing I made, this shirt. Now, this is the Sienna crop top. I'm gonna link these patterns in the show notes if anybody is interested and cares. These are also both made from thrifted sheets. This is the Sienna box top. I can't even try this on because I do think that the pattern runs small, and so I felt it was very tight on me, but not only that, it was just a little too cropped for my liking, so I'm not gonna try it on. But I ended up destroying the neckline. I just could not figure out how to do this bias tape finishing, and I ended up like ripping it, I think, when I was trying to remove a seam. But for this pattern, the armholes also have a bias finishing, so I wanted to practice that, so I just continued to use it as a practice piece. So I do feel like it came out a little better. I was starting to feel like maybe I can do this, maybe I will continue to improve. But yeah, I mean, still not great, work in progress. So then this is the same top. This is the Sienna crop top. I added 2 inches to it because, so if you can imagine, the regular crop was probably like here, and that's just way too short for me. I don't want cropped tops, but I do like tops that hit like right at my natural waistline because I like to wear them with higher waisted skirts and pants and shorts and things like that. So this one I felt like went better. Still, I think I have some snags in the neckline and the arms. And then I ended up ripping somewhere. I don't know. Oh, here it is. I ended up ripping it because I was talking to my friend who sews her clothes, or she sews a lot of her clothes. And she told me, I told her I was struggling with the bias neckline and armholes. And she told me to buy bias tape from the store because up until this point I've been making mine, and I think I'm really struggling with cutting them straight and cutting them in equal widths. And so I did that. I bought bias tape from the store and I made another shirt, which I'll show you. And I think it went much smoother. It was much easier. And so I wanted to see if I could take off this bias binding and just practice and see what it looks like with the bias tape. But then as I was trying to like pick the seams out, I ripped it, and I just thought it wasn't worth it. So that's why this is ripped. So now this is the fourth shirt I've made. And is that right? The fourth one. This is the all box top again. I might have it on backwards actually. And this is a piece of fabric that I found at the thrift store for $2.50, and it was probably about 1.5 yards of fabric. And so I made this, and I actually really liked it, except for I realized after I finished it that I did not pre-shrink it. So it shrunk, and now I probably won't wear it. It's a bit too short for me. I don't know, I might be able to wear this with higher waisted pants. I really don't like when my stomach is exposed at all. So I feel like if they're very high, I might be able to get away with it. But I do feel like this one went a lot better. I used the store-bought bias tape for this one, and it worked out so much nicer. So yeah, this was my fourth top. Moving right along, I had decided at this point that I needed to take a break from tops because the necklines were just frustrating me. I didn't know if I would ever really get the hang of them. So I wanted to try pants, but I wanted to practice first. So this is like I think 100% organic thrifted sheet. And these are the Swallowtail pants. And I thought they were so easy as I was going through putting together the pants and the pockets. I was like, oh, this is a breeze. Pants are way easier than the shirt, or the shirts, the tops. And then I realized that I sewed up my pockets upside down. So I had to fix those. And there were just a couple of mishaps, but I feel like they turned out really good until they totally look like skirt pants, by the way. I know that, but they are sheets. They're not like something that I actually want to wear. But they turned out really good until I got to the waistband. And you can see, I just messed up the waistband. Like it's a disconnected waistband, so you had to attach it. And I had like extra fabric. Like my waistband and the top of my pants weren't lining up nicely. And I ended up just getting frustrated and like sewing, I didn't make it look even. So this pattern is cool because it's a flat front pattern, and then the elastic is in the back. I might try making these pants again because I actually really like the fit of them. I just have to figure out how to do the waistband. I like that the pockets are like what is it called? Side seam or inseam pockets. So I was pretty proud of myself aside from the waistband, but like I can totally wear these for pajamas or something. Now, this was what I did after the pants. I made this shirt. Actually, no, I'm skipping a pair of pants. I made a pair of pants, which I'll show you next, out of black linen fabric. And then I made this shirt, but I already have the shirt on. So this is again, the Sienna crop top. I added 2 inches, and I was very proud of myself for this one. I feel like this one looks legit. I mean, it is the store-bought bias. I don't love the store-bought bias. It is a little stiffer, and I don't love that it doesn't match, but I have tried again to do my own like bias tape that I make from the fabric, and it just does not come out. I just can't do it. So I'm gonna stick for now with the store-bought bias tape, and maybe in the future I'll keep practicing and I'll try again. But yeah, I really like the shirt. After the blue practice Swallowtail pants that I messed up, I decided to go with the Pomona pants instead because I wanted an easier waistband, and the Pomona pants waistband is attached and you just make a casing for the elastic waistband. So I felt like that would be easier for me. And so the first thing I did was I used a sheet to practice the shorts since it would require less fabric than the pants, and I just wanted to make sure I like understood the pattern. I did make a mistake and I only cut out one pocket because I didn't read the instructions carefully enough. I actually have a video, I think, that I did these pants. Yeah, I did these pants in a video. I don't know, actually. I think that it was either them or the black Pomona pants. But anyways, I think it looks kind of cute with the one pocket. I didn't have enough fabric to make another pocket. And they turned out pretty good, I think. I like them. I like them. They're not, I was too lazy to change into a matching thread. So I used like a white or cream thread. So you can kind of see, I mean, you can definitely see the thread. They just look like boxer shorts or something, which is honestly what I'll probably wear them as, like around the house or, you know, as sleep shorts or something. But so after this, I was ready to go make Pomona pants. Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. I'm starting to feel confident. I'm actually making things that I might want to wear. So these are the Pomona pants in black linen, and they have one pocket on the back. That's like the standard. There's three views for the Pomona pants, and the regular pants like this have one pocket on the back. You could add another, or you could put them on the front, but I like it on the back. And I mean, I love these. I've worn them so often. I made these probably 2 weeks ago, and I've worn them like 2 or 3 times a week. I love, even in the winter, I love them. And then I made this matching shirt to go with it, which I already showed you. And I think it's such a cute set. And it was like the first really wearable pieces that I made that I want to wear in public. And I just felt like, okay, finally, I can do this. Like I can make pieces that I actually want to wear that are cute. I did mess up on here. I don't remember what mistakes I made on these pants, but I definitely made mistakes, and it's okay. You can't tell. One of the weird things that I can't figure out with the Pomona pants is maybe somebody can help me, because I've made 2 pairs now. With the pants, the long pants, I have this little area in the crotch that like just lays a little funny. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just like a little extra bulk right here. It's not a big deal. It's not super noticeable, but I would like to know how to fix that. The instructions say when you're working on the pants, there's like notches here, and it says to stretch back as you're sewing between those notches. I don't fully know what that means. My friend told me it probably means to like stretch the pants so that you're sewing the crotch in a straight line. And I've been doing that, but I'm still getting this bulk here. And so I'm not sure if that's the reason, or if there's another reason, or if the pants are just not the best fit for my body or what. So if anybody has any insight about that extra crotch bulk, like I don't know if you can see it, but I'll show you on my next pair because I think you can see it more there. Please let me know. Moving on, I made this top. This is the Jarvis top by Trama Patterns, and I'll link this one as well. I will be honest, I do not love this top. This linen is such a pretty color. I actually got this from an online thrift store called dstash.us, and I wasn't sure about it, but it's 100% linen. I just don't love the fit of this top on me. It kind of looks like a scrub top, so I probably won't wear it. But this was the first time that I did a neck facing, and I actually really struggled with this. I was told that neck facings were often easier than bias bindings, but I actually really struggle with the neck facing. I had to redo it like 4 times or something, but I did it and I don't love it. I don't love like the whole top. I just don't really like the way it fits me. I don't know. It's kind of funny looking to me. This pattern comes with a view that has buttons down the front, and I really wanted to try that one, but I just felt really intimidated by the buttons. I haven't done buttons yet, but maybe I'm kind of doing the same patterns over and over, but maybe once I feel confident, I'll move into, my baby's crying, she's fine, she's being watched. Maybe I'll try the buttons soon. We'll see. I don't know though, I'm not sure that I'll make this pattern again. Next up is we have the Lawrence top, which I love. I was nervous to try it because of the V-neck, and it is a bias binding finish, or bias tape finish, but I watched, this is by, I think, Vivian Chen. I'm missing part of her name, I think, but it's the Lawrence top. I'll link it. And I watched her video tutorial of how to do this, and as I was going through the steps, I thought, I'm not doing this right. It doesn't look like hers, but it ended up turning out, and it turned out like pretty good, I would say. Like it looks fine. And I love the fit of this top. I think it's so flattering. One of the things that I am struggling with is my hems are getting them like even, because when I'm sewing them, they seem fine, but then once I wash them, they get kind of like bunched, and I think it's because maybe I'm not folding and sewing totally even. And then I don't know, so then I have to like iron them flat. So I don't know. I definitely need to work on hems and just getting them even. I do use a hot ruler that you can iron on, but I just still struggle sometimes with everything because I don't cut perfectly straight still. That's like one of the things that I'm really trying to work on. And so my pieces are not always even. And so sometimes like I have more length somewhere, you know, so it's just tricky. Okay, so made this shirt, love this shirt. Definitely gonna be making this in many, many colors. Then I made another pair of Pomona pants. So pocket in the back. This is a really lightweight gray linen that I got from the fabric store, like We Are Fabric Store, I think it is .com, because they were having a sale. And I got this for like less than, I think $2. It was like $2 or less than that for a quarter of a meter. So it ended up being really cheap. Like I think I got almost 4 meters for less than $20. It was like second grade, which I didn't pay attention to that until after I ordered it. So then I was nervous because it is, when I got it, I realized it is a little bit sheer, but I don't think you can really notice that it's sheer when I'm actually wearing it. And it's very lightweight, but it actually feels really good. Like it'll be really nice for spring and summer. But I love these. I sized down because I felt like my black pants were just a little bit too big. So I went down to a size 6 and I love it. I still have the kind of like weirdness at the crotch here, but it's not as noticeable. So I think sizing down helped. But yeah, I love these pants, like literally obsessed with them. And then what I tried to do with this one was do that thing where you sew like 3 seams around the waistband as you're stretching it. And I tried to do that, and then the bottom looked funny in some areas. So I ended up having to spend hours unpicking those 3 rows of seams. It was torture. Like my hands are still sore from it. So I probably won't ever do that again. I don't know why it looked funny, because I thought I did it right. I don't know why it looked funny. Last but not least, I had some leftover black linen fabric, and I was trying to figure out what to do with it. I didn't have a lot, and I saw my friend was wearing this really cute tiered skirt, but it only had 2 tiers. And so I decided I wanted to try to recreate it. I have a whole video. I posted a whole video about making this skirt if you want to go look at that for the details. It is not wide enough at the bottom, so I get caught right here, which isn't a huge deal because like my normal mobility is not limited, but I really like it. It's super simple. I ended up adding these pockets after I posted that video, which I don't totally love on it, just because I feel like it looks a little bit busy with the tier, but I really love having pockets. And what I did was, this has a back seam. There aren't side seams. I did like 1 piece and connected it in the back. What I should have done was just cut it in half and then done side seams so I could put inseam pockets in, but I just didn't think to do that until after. So that's okay. Maybe one day I'll take it apart, but honestly, I probably won't because I hate picking apart seams. So these are, I think, all of the pieces pretty much that I've made. I might have missed like 1 or 2 practice pieces. But so I've made all of these pieces in a month, and I feel like my skills have grown. I'm making things quicker. I also got a new machine. I don't think I updated you guys. I had the cheapest Brother machine. I can never remember the like model numbers. It was $88. And then I decided to go up to another Brother machine that I think it's a CS55 or something like that. That was around like $160 or $170. And I like it much better. Like it feels much more heavy duty. It just feels a lot better when I'm sewing. So I'm excited. I think what's next is, I don't know, I've been making some kids clothes. Oh, I have to show you something. I've been showing you only what I've made, but I made 1 article of kids clothing. Look at these shorts. These are for my 4-year-old son. He picked out this fabric, and I don't love this fabric. Honestly, I bought it on clearance. And it's much like thicker and stiffer than I thought it would be. They're super cute. They're a little big on him, so he has to grow into them. The only thing is, I think the pattern maybe skipped a step because my pocket, it's supposed to have pockets. The pocket opening though is on the inside. So what it said on the pattern, it's the only place I can figure out where I went wrong, is at one point when you're putting together the pockets, it says to clip at the corners. And so I did, I clipped them, like literally made a clip. But I can't like trying to visualize all of these steps in my head. I can't figure out how just making a clip would make it have a pocket on the outside. I think what I was supposed to do was clip and then cut out a piece on the edge, but the instructions did not say to do that. And so I don't know if it's just like that's an obvious known thing for sewists, and so they don't think to add that in the pattern. They just assume like somebody will know that that's what you need to do. But I'm a brand new sewist, and I really need to be handheld, and like every single step I need to walk through. So I was not thrilled with the pattern. I reached out to them to ask for help about like what I did wrong, where I went wrong, and how to fix it, and they haven't responded to me yet. But I probably will not buy any more patterns from this particular company. It was they were called the Tula Pants from Paper Cut Patterns. So we'll see. Maybe it was totally my error, but I think that they're missing a piece on the pattern. So we'll see. Because yeah, I can't figure out how else, like here is the opening. I think I needed to cut this piece out when I was clipping the corners, but it did not specifically say to cut anything else. It just said to clip the corners. So yeah, what are y'all's favorite patterns, especially for beginners, that are very clear? Let me know what your favorite patterns are in the comments. But I'm pretty proud of these otherwise. I mean, I think they're so cute. They're so cute. So I might make some more kids clothes coming up here soon. I'm definitely gonna make some more Lawrence tops. I have a navy linen that's very similar to that gray 2nd grade linen that I just showed you. But I think I'm going to make some shorts with that. Oh, I did make a pair of black linen shorts that are Pomona shorts that I didn't show you, but they're black linen shorts. They're not great either. I kind of messed those up. So yeah, and then I want to make a few more tank tops. It's funny because I've been making all spring summer stuff because that's really what I want to make. I don't really care too much about like wintry clothes or like long sleeve stuff. I kind of wear like tank tops year round, but also I'm just not the biggest fan of like long sleeve shirts and stuff. I don't wear them a lot. So I like short sleeve and long sleeve, and I might like make some fall winter stuff later on, but right now I just really want these lovely, beautiful, cool linen sets, and that's what I want. And so yeah, I don't really know what else I have planned. I kind of wanted to get into some knit fabric. I did buy some knit fabric on clearance to make some things, so maybe I'll make some kids pants and shorts from there. Maybe I'll try like a shirt, a top or something in a knit fabric. I don't really know, but that is the progress I've made so far. I'm very happy with it. I am enjoying sewing a lot more. It's still very frustrating at times, but I feel like I'm learning quicker. Yeah, so thanks for watching. If you made it this far, again, let me know if you have any of like your favorite beginner patterns that are like easy to read and easy to follow, and preferably also have video tutorials to go along with them, because that's how I really do best. And I've been having a hard time finding patterns like that. So yeah. All right. Thank you guys.